Bismillah. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. So last time there was a question about the stranger dying as a shaheed. So first of all, the hadith of the stranger dying as a shaheed is narrated by multiple scholars, but it is a very weak hadith. It's a very weak hadith. And the scholars, the Shafi'i scholars, they know it's a very weak hadith because the one who narrated this hadith amongst them is Imam al-Bayhaqi himself. So we know that it's a very weak hadith, but it's not mawdu'a. Mawdu'a means it's not a made-up. It's not a made-up hadith. The chain has a problem. The chain has somebody. The chain of narration has a problem, but it's not a made-up hadith. It's not a completely made-up hadith. And the practice in the Shafi'i school and by scholars, generally speaking, for weak hadith is still there is a possibility that the Prophet ﷺ said it. You know, it's lower than, of course, much lower than, for example, an authentic hadith, but it is still a possibility, and therefore they utilize it as a supportive evidence, not as a main evidence. Right? So it's supportive evidence. So they say the stranger who died they say, okay, there is other hadith, for example, that says about seeking knowledge, right? Or going out to provide for your family, you know? So if somebody is traveling with the intention of seeking knowledge and he died as a stranger while he is out seeking knowledge, then he is a shaheed. And similarly, somebody is going out providing for his family to get money or to seek rizq, to be seeking means of providing for his family, and he dies in this status as a stranger, he is a shaheed. And the stranger here is referring to somebody who is traveling in a temporary travel, not permanently moved out. You know, so if you completely moved out with your family and you are in a different country, but you have your family with you and you're settled down, this is not what the hadith is referring to. It's referring to somebody that is traveling a temporary travel. This is considered to be shaheed as long as the purpose of his travel is aligned with the goals, the Islamic goals, right? The Islamic goals that I mentioned, like seeking knowledge, going for Hajj, or providing for his family, and so on. So this is the answer for the question.